The Honourable Governor for Morobe.
Mr. Speaker, Deputy Speaker, thank you for giving me the leave to ask some question to the Honourable Prime Minister of this country. Mr. Deputy Speaker, when Parliament passed the organic law on integrity of political parties...
Honourable Governor, my apology, I interrupt you. The opposition have distracted my mind and I don't hear the question you're directed to the Prime Minister. Go ahead, Governor.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, I direct my question to the Prime Minister of the country. Deputy Speaker, when Parliament passed a law on integrity of political parties, the principal reason was to make sure that there is stability in the parties, and also to make sure that those people who get elected to the parties remain in the party. So there is a stability in the party, there is a stability in the government, within government, to run this nation. Now, Mr. Deputy Speaker, I asked a question to the Prime Minister as the Prime Minister and the leader of the Pangu party. Mr. Deputy Speaker, the Supreme Court, by the former member for Fly government, Honourable Bob Danaya at the time, filed a Supreme Court on the constitutionality of that law. And the Supreme Court ruled, among other things, that the members will vote, raise questions that against the members of the party will vote for the Prime Minister based on the resolution of the parties. He challenged that was contrary to Section 45 of the Papua New Guinea Constitution, freedom of conscience. He filed that, among other questions, and the Supreme Court agreed that the Prime Minister should not be voted on the basis of the party resolutions. It must be voted on the basis of the exercising of the conscience of the members, individual members who are members of the Parliament. The Supreme Court has ruled that. Other provisions of that law was ruled unconstitutional, unable to tell this Parliament, but the section which remained, in my humble view, is the section on the resignation of members of the Parliament, that if they choose to leave the party for whatever reasons, they must resign from that party. They must resign. As for Pangu, I know that you have to tender the resignation to the Pangu executive, and the Pangu executive will decide to expel you or not. That is the law as far as I know. Now what we've got in this Parliament now, on the face of vote of no confidence motions coming and then going and then coming, and the camps building up on that side, we've got Pangu on the other side, and on Pangu on that side, and I'm just thinking, what is happening? What is happening? It's like Pangu challenging Pangu. Is that good for this country?
Honourable Governor, we have a point of order.
The point of order is that, could the good governor ask the question? What is the question? Is meandering a little bit and taking up question time.
Well, it's a question is asking.
Honourable Governor, I think the Honourable Member's point of order is in order. Can you get straight to the question that you
That is why,
like to answer?
with due respect to the Governor, a member for ED, who is also a lawyer as myself, Mr. Deputy Speaker, I'm asking the question to the Prime Minister. It's not good for this nation, and I'm asking this question. It seems like Pangu challenging the Pangu. Can you clarify the party's position as to whether the members shifting from government, from your side, our side, and over there, not clearing, consistent with the organic law and provincial, integrity of political parties, they're not clearing themselves, and yet they're doing this thing. Is that good for this country? Mr. Prime Minister.
for future.
The Honorable Prime Minister.
All right, thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. Thank you long, Governor Songan Wenge, the Honorable Songan Wenge, will ask him this very important question. Mr. Deputy Speaker, I think that one of the fundamental tenets of our Constitution that was upheld in the Danaya ruling, I may be wrong, but I just want to say that it's Section 50 rights of individuals and members of Parliament. That's Section 50 rights of individuals and members of Parliament. So in that envelope of an individual leader's right, certain members of Parliament felt that they should not be on the government side and they choose to sit on the opposite side. Mr. Deputy Speaker, that is totally and entirely their individual choice. But in respect to the application of the organic law on the integrity of political parties and candidates, we're getting our lawyers to look into what this may mean in respect to the application of our Pangu Party constitution within the context of the OLIPEC law. And once those advice come through, the internal party process will take its course. But on record as I speak, the leaders, respectfully, they are members of Parliament. We give them respect. They have their own Section 50 rights to sit on which side of the House. That respect must be accorded at all time. And we hold no grudges. They are leaders in their own right. They made their choices to sit on opposite to us. And in due course, the party will expect them to follow the due process to ask whether they choose to remain as part of the party or they will exit party. But on record today, none of them whatsoever have submitted an expression of interest to resign from the party. The party is bigger than James Marape. The party is bigger than anyone. The party will live on. It is the party that bettered this country. No other party will hold that record. And for those of us who are here, we owe it to the future of the party to follow decorum, follow due process, uphold the constitution of the party, and uphold the laws of our country to ensure Pangu's placement, not just today but into the future, is never sabotaged by individual play for power. We will work, and the party executives have written to all of us. Later this evening, we have a Pangu Party Parliamentary Wing Council. Members opposite who have decided to sit opposite are invited to attend the Pangu Party Council, the Pangu Party meeting. It is their right to attend because they still are members of the party, and they could tell us what went wrong, what happened. We're not immune to be told as to what happened, but I want to assure the governor and the people of Morobe that Pangu Party leadership remains. Pangu Party due process will be followed in as far as our constitution is concerned. It is a party that is better organized than most. It is a party that is not personalized with one person. It is a party that will live beyond James Marape's time as party leader. It is a party that we are proud to be associated with, and in the time that we are here, all of us will be submissive to our party constitution, will be submissive to the OLIPEC law, and of course, with respect to our brothers on the other side, they have responded in respect within the rights of Section 50 in our Constitution, and it is entirely up to them, resignation or together, something that they will choose. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.